The innocent charisma, unbreakable friendship, and idyllic family life of Joanna and Chip Gaines are what make them so beloved. Following this, the announcement of Chip Gaines's life sentence shocked his legion of admirers. How could the charming handyman have gotten himself in trouble with the law? What exactly was it? A long-hidden secret, a scandal, or something even more shocking? Brace yourselves, for the truth we revealed will make you reevaluate your entire worldview. Two strangers in the Texas town of Waco met in 2001 and would go on to become one of the most famous couples in the United States. It so happened that Chip Gaines dropped by his roommate's car repair shop. There, he laid eyes on a portrait of the shopkeeper's daughter, Joanna Stevens. Chip couldn't help but be captivated by her photo and made up his mind to meet her in person. Joanna would sometimes pitch in to assist out around the family business, a tire store, where her father worked at the time. Despite some initial misunderstandings, Chip and her relationship was immediate upon first meeting face to face. Although their first date was unforgettable, it did not start off well. Chip arrived 15 minutes after the scheduled time. After such a long wait, most people would have given up, but Joanna gave him another chance. It turned out that the anxiety was soon alleviated by his easygoing demeanor and authentic charisma. He had an endearingly self-assured demeanor and the ability to make her giggle. Their first date had a difficult beginning, but it ignited a special bond that they both thought warranted more investigation. Unfortunately, a surprise event occurred not long after that. Although Joanna's back surgery put a damper on their plans for a second date, the two were still able to continue developing a strong bond despite the setback. Rather, it put it to the test, which only served to fortify it. Their feelings for each other intensified as they maintained contact. Appreciated Joanna's resiliency and courage, and Chip's constant care and concern moved Joanna. In addition to a physical attraction, their love grew from a foundation of mutual regard and the strength they provided each other during a tough period. They discovered they were great complements to one another as their relationship developed. Chip's wild and impulsive personality was well complemented by Joanna's quiet and reflective demeanor. Their shared aspiration was to create not merely a life but an innovative and meaningful collaboration. Their hometown of Waco was the site of their wedding vow exchange on May 31, 2003. With loved ones by their sides, they made a solemn vow to remain companions forever. Together, Chip and Joanna have blossomed since that fateful day. In addition to their roles as a couple, business associates, and public personalities, theirs is a love tale that has inspired people all around the globe since it began with a fortuitous meeting and flourished over adversity. Their story exemplifies the strength of love and the meaning of a life together based on shared goals and steadfast faith. We may learn more about their individual job choices and the things that drew them to them now, what compelled them, and the aspirations they vied for. Chip and Joanna Gaines were just two ambitious people on separate journeys before they became famous. Beginning his athletic career as a college baseball player, Chip never slowed down or stopped thinking. While he was a student and team player at Baylor University, he majored in business. After seeing the potential in purchasing, renovating, and selling homes, his passion moved from athletics to real estate. His early forays into house flipping demonstrated an innate ability to transform dilapidated buildings into habitable and highly valuable settings. In 2003, Chip had already flipped nearly 100 residences when he wed Joanna. The groundwork for a far greater adventure was created by his enthusiasm for renovation and daring. In contrast, Joanna majored in communications in college. She started out in the media industry, specifically in radio and television. She worked in local media while aspiring to a career in broadcast journalism. But as she got more involved with Chip's real estate initiatives, her interests started to change. They started renovating homes together, and Joanna jumped right into the job of designer since she has a great sense of style and an innate talent for making rooms that are both beautiful and practical. A full-time creative cooperation evolved from what started as occasional assistance. Something extraordinary was born from their combined abilities. Directed the renovation's structural aspects, including both the conceptual shifts and the manual labor. Every one of Joanna's interior design projects was marked by her signature warmth, charm, and meticulous attention to detail. Their knack for giving antique houses a fresh coat of paint and distinctive style made them famous in no time. In order to document their activities and reflections, Joanna launched a blog. The number of people engaging with her posts increased, and HGTV producers took notice of their work shortly after. Fixer Upper, the couple's TV show, premiered in 2013. The show chronicled their work as they assisted clients in purchasing rundown properties in need of extensive repairs and subsequent makeovers into their ideal homes. Their genuine connection, easygoing demeanor, and rustic modern flair endeared them to audiences nationwide. They used to characterize their brand. The fifth season of Fixer Upper was a smashing success. Both the couple's lighthearted banter and their genuine rapport with their clients' homes were on full display in every episode. In proportion to their rising star power, their aspirations expanded. They briefly stepped away from television when the original show ended to concentrate on their families and business endeavors. Afterwards, they made a triumphant comeback to the Magnolia Network with all new material, which included a Fixer Upper holiday revival and multiple spin-off series. Magnolia became the overarching concept under which all of their artistic and commercial endeavors fell as their empire expanded. Magnolia Market, situated atop Waco's silos, rose to prominence as a popular site for sightseers. Stores, a bakery, gardens, mobile kitchens, and event venues are all part of the property. After launching at Target, their Hearth and Hand with Magnolia collection quickly became a hit with customers all over the country. A magazine and publications reflecting their principles and way of life were also published by them. You wouldn't believe the way they built it, yet they did it all together. Their collaboration took basic fixer-uppers into an enterprise that won over millions of fans, propelling them from obscurity to national celebrity. Magnolia, their brand, served as the basis for numerous endeavors. From a few real estate flips to other joint ventures in the media, retail, and hotel industries, it all started with a few flips. Magnolia Market, located in the former silos of Waco, Texas, was their initial expansion. People from all over the globe began to flock to this area as it developed into a popular tourist attraction. At Magnolia Market, you can find Joanna's carefully selected home items and decor in the stores, as well as food trucks, a bakery, garden areas, and a spacious lawn where you can unwind and savor all things Magnolia. That wasn't the end of it. Locals and visitors alike flocked to Magnolia Press, a coffee establishment that bore Joanna's distinctive aesthetic. Magnolia Table, a restaurant serving traditional dishes prepared with seasonal, locally sourced ingredients, also contributed to their expansion. Their capacity to recount tales increased in tandem with their numbers. Their life and principles served the inspiration for Magnolia Journal, a quarterly publication that they founded. The magazine featured recipes, personal thoughts, and lifestyle content. Hotel 1928, a massive restoration of a historic structure in downtown Waco, is one of their most current and remarkable undertakings. They turned it into a boutique hotel by doing all the necessary renovations, harmonizing contemporary style with the allure of yesteryear. Fixer Upper, the hotel, their new episode, chronicles the enormous undertaking and provides viewers an idea of the scope and difficulty of their most recent task. Additionally, it showcases their capacity to adapt their brand while remaining faithful to their origins in storytelling and design. In addition to their work together in business, Chip and Joanna have written books together. Memoirs, books for kids, and how-to instructions are all part of this category. They have been able to convey their views on life, family, and perseverance through writing, which has given them time to reflect on their experience. Together, they have been instrumental in guiding Magnolia's trajectory and continue to act as co-leaders. Every product that Chip and Joanna make has their unique stamp because they are still very much involved in the brand's strategy and creativity. Though on the surface their lives appear idyllic, and you may be thinking what fortunate people they are, take a moment to realize that they, like all of us, have had to overcome obstacles in the shadows. What follows is a description of the couple's and parents' inner workings, which are frequently kept under wraps. Drake, Ella, Duke, Emmy, and Crew are the 5 children that Chip and Joanna are most pleased to have as their own. They have a 6-year-old Crew and an eldest son named Drake, who will be 20 years old in 2024. There are several difficulties specific to parenting children of varying ages. Every high and low of raising a big family has been there for them, from dealing with adolescent emotions to the nightmares of a child. Joanna frequently reflects on the passing of time and the unique contributions her children make to their family life by sharing glimpses of their family life in interviews and on social media. Chip and Joanna have put their family first, even if they're famous. They've decided to keep their kids out of the mayhem in Hollywood by settling down in Waco, Texas. The attention continues to follow them even in Waco. The public's fascination with their family expanded in tandem with their fame. Because of this, there has been some discussion about them online, particularly on Reddit and similar sites where fans and critics discuss their private lives. A lot of it is good, but some say there must be extra expectations to be a successful parent, spouse, and high-profile working woman. Being in the spotlight may certainly heighten the impact of personal issues, I suppose. Joanna spoke candidly about the evolution of her marriage in an interview she gave in 2023. "And Chip is more like me," she said. This seemingly little comment conveyed a great deal about the ways in which the two have become accustomed to each other. Chip is more daring and spontaneous, while Joanna is more organized and contemplative. Nonetheless, their personalities have merged in unanticipated ways. Even though they're always in the limelight, their ability to adapt and grow as a couple is a testament to their unbreakable love. With the growing independence of their children, Chip and Joanna have begun to prioritize their personal well-being and habits. Although they hadn't shared a fitness routine before, they started working out together in late 2024. In addition to improving physical fitness, these activities fostered camaraderie, self-control, and quality time away from the stresses of work and motherhood. They entered a new phase of their lives where health and mutual support became more important. However, there are pros and cons to their renown. Opportunities have arisen for their family, but they have also come under scrutiny. The constant scrutiny and expectation that they maintain an air of perfect perfection can be taxing. Still, Chip and Joanna haven't hidden the fact that they're not perfect. They have never pretended to be ideal parents or a model pair. Nevertheless, they persist in sharing genuine experiences, be it the disorder of everyday living, the emotional burden of parenting teenagers, or the serenity found in mundane rituals. They had to cope with rising scandals on top of internal family difficulties. Little did they realize, one of them would eventually threaten to flip their world on its head. They were subject to criticism and scrutiny beyond the realm of home improvement and design as their celebrity and influence grew to millions. Their once impeccable reputation took a hit due to their controversial views, unethical business tactics, and legal blunders. The Gaines family's association with Waco, Texas's Antioch Community Church was at the center of one of the first and most widely reported scandals involving them. They have long been active members of the conservative Christian church. Although that is not unusual in Texas, the church faced heavy criticism for its outspoken anti-LGBTQ views. When an article from BuzzFeed News raised doubts about whether Chip and Joanna agreed with their church leaders on important issues like LGBTQ rights and gay marriage, the situation quickly escalated. Some critics wondered if the Gaines' lack of same-sex couples on Fixer Upper was due to religious or personal bias since the show had never featured any at the time. The couple's silence on the matter stoked even more uproar, even though they never openly denounced the LGBTQ community. Those in favor contended that the criticism was unjust and grounded in conjecture, while those opposed maintained that prominent figures should set the record straight given the magnitude of their influence. Fans were divided by the Gaines' actions. Some lauded them for being faithful, while others accused them of being exclusive. In subsequent interviews and blog entries, Joanna took a broader approach to the matter, saying that their goal from the beginning has been to making everyone feel welcome. But the uproar stuck with people long after it died down, particularly those who were hoping to see more diverse characters in mainstream media. During 2017, the Gaineses were embroiled in both religious affiliation disputes and legal troubles. During home improvements, the company was cited by the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, for breaking standards involving lead paint. Several homes that were renovated for the filming of Fixer Upper were involved in the offenses. The Environmental Protection Agency claims that Chip and Joanna's remodeling business did not follow the lead poisoning prevention measures outlined in the renovation, repair, and painting rule, generally in houses constructed prior to 1978. Not covering floors and vents, not properly processing garbage, and not giving homes the right lead danger brochures were all infractions. The Gaineses didn't dispute the accusations, but they moved swiftly to resolve the issue. In addition to agreeing to pay a $40,000 fine, they also promised to make a film for the EPA that would teach people how to handle lead paint safely during renovations. In their statement, the pair admitted fault and promised to be more careful going forward. This whole legal drama was a wake-up call. No matter how respected they were as restoration and design experts, they were still subject to the law. While the episode did little to harm their reputation, it did bring attention to the weight of duty that came with being both business owners and public personalities. Even while the legal matter appears to have been resolved, there may be more to the story than meets the eye. Rumor has it that Chip Gaines is secretly in serious trouble as a result of this. Then the most outrageous rumor becomes relevant. Rumors have been circulating online and in social media circles suggesting that Chip Gaines is allegedly embroiled in legal issues once more. There are those who claim he has been given a life sentence because violations concerning the use of toxic lead paint during home renovations have not been remedied. Is there any truth to these assertions, though? This idea seems to have originated from several shocking videos that have gone viral on YouTube in the past few months. Using dramatic music, nebulous narration, and false thumbnails portraying courtrooms and mugshots, they spread across platforms at an alarming speed. It appears that the goal is clear. For the sake of drawing attention and getting clicks, even if it's not entirely accurate. The genuine dispute that arose in 2017 between Chip and Joanna's remodeling business and the EPA is central to the claim. Since the matter was settled without more legal issues, it received extensive coverage at the time but has since been mostly disregarded. But the gossip mill has transformed this fact into something far more dramatic. The films that bolster the case for Chip's life sentence frequently allude to the first EPA lawsuit before jumping to the fictitious assertion that Chip did not adhere to the settlement's provisions, which prompted more fines leading to his life sentence. Nothing even close to this has been reported by any respectable news organization. No official comments, court papers, or arrest records exist to back up such a drastic change. You can verify this with a fast search of reliable news sources and public data. No additional charges have been announced against Chip Gaines by the EPA or any federal or state agency. Magnolia, the business owned by the couple, is running normally. It is evident that Chip is not in prison because he has made several public appearances recently, including interviews and updates regarding ongoing projects. In this digital age in particular, it is crucial to comprehend the propagation of false information. Because of the Gaines' prominent status, any rumor of trouble surrounding them is likely to be embellished in order to attract more attention. An excellent example of how the facts may get lost in the rush to get viral. The so-called life imprisonment myth is prevalent in internet hoax culture. The moment has come for me to be honest with you. Sorting out the truth from the fiction and revealing the current situation of Chip and Joanna Gaines, apart from the speculation and internet chatter. Chip Gaines is not actually incarcerated, contrary to the outrageous allegations happening on the internet. Certainly, he is not doing time for the rest of his life. The EPA's 2017 legal issue has long since been handled, settled, and concluded. No new accusations, arrests, or court orders have surfaced to cast doubt on this. The internet is buzzing with completely false videos and discussion that are driven by clickbait culture and speculation rather than facts. The truth is that Chip and Joanna are still keeping busy with their personal and business lives. From real estate development to television creation through the Magnolia Network, their ever-expanding Magnolia empire encompasses a diverse range of economic enterprises, all of which they continue to oversee. The relationship is still the focal point. Their reputation has expanded much beyond that of a home improvement company. Their distinctive style and principles are reflected in all of their businesses, which today encompass boutique hotels, restaurants, cafes, a lifestyle magazine, and retail stores. Hotel 1928, located in downtown Waco, Texas, was their most recent large-scale project, and it was featured on Fixer Upper, the hotel, an adaptation of a show that originally ran on their Magnolia network. In addition to returning to their restoration roots, this hospitality endeavor demonstrated their capacity to tackle bigger, more daring projects while retaining the charisma and enthusiasm that their followers have always adored. In addition to their prosperous business ventures, Chip and Joanna have prioritized their health and the well-being of their family. With a focus on health and quality time, the pair started exercising together in 2024. They still take an active role in raising their 5 children, and their frequent public appearances serve to showcase their humble way of life. The Gaines family appears intent on continuing to grow, strengthening family ties, and remaining loyal to their principles in the years to come. Maintaining a healthy work-life balance is crucial as they continue to grow Magnolia through new endeavors. The allegations circulating online regarding possible incarceration are completely baseless, as evidence that fame and scandal need not be synonymous, and Joanna continues to lead an active, independent life. Have you heard anything about the circulating allegations regarding Chip Gaines' possible imprisonment? Is it your opinion that people trust what they see online too fast? Let us know what you think by leaving a comment.